Hey guys, and welcome to this new video on my YouTube channel. Today we'll be looking at the S&P 500. We'll be looking at some news which came out yesterday. We'll be looking at Bitcoin and we'll be looking at DXY and gold. So let's jump right into it. Yesterday we already discussed what I was seeing on the S&P 500 and why potentially I'm seeing a big sell-off coming into fruition. So what I'm seeing at the moment is that we made a clear bounce from this lows into the neckline, and I think that might be something chopping here around, and then we will have a bigger sell-off. This is what I'm suspecting for the coming period of time. Because yesterday came some positive news out for the market in general. Also, the largest companies of the world were doing quite good. As you can see, Nvidia put in 2.5%, Apple 1.5%. You can even see Amazon, which put in 3.5%. So this is generally good news for the market. Yesterday, I also discussed in the video why I was seeing a bear market for Bitcoin on the coming period of time. Usually when we are in a bull market, you can see the liquidity being built up on top, and right now we are in a bear market and the liquidity is being underneath the trend. And why has liquidity being built up underneath the trend? Big players, institutions, need this to scale out of their positions. And right now, we are also in an upward sloping trend, which I think that in the coming period of time will be swept away. So we might chop here around, and then at some point we need to go lower. I don't know exactly how low that will be, but I think we can generally go to something around this region, so around 50 to 45k. But at the coming period of time, I don't think that we will have a lot of upside for Bitcoin in the pipeline. Where do I think that the bottom will be formed? I suspect around the beginning or end of October or the beginning of November. And why do I think that? That's because we have the high being formed in October around this region, and usually 1 year later, that's the period of time that the low will also be formed. And I think it will be somewhere in this region. But we have to see how the market is going to react in that time. If we look at the lower time frame, then we can also see that we're clearly uptrending, also with the news of yesterday, which was quite bullish for Bitcoin. Maybe we are going up to this level, which might be a very nice short opportunity to go back to these lows. If we're going to the lower side of this region, I'm very cautious with taking longs. And why I'm very cautious with taking longs is because we are in a bear market, and in a bear market it's generally not the best idea to look for long positions. But yeah, if we do something like this, we create a lot of liquidity and we are creating a Wyckoff again, then it might be a good opportunity to look for a long again. So to touch upon the Wyckoff pattern, I thought maybe it's handy to put in the schematics of a Wyckoff Model 1. And as you can see, here is the Wyckoff Model 1. And Wyckoff Model 1 basically means that we need to take out liquidity underneath the low to fill up the big positions of big players, to scale in their money and to make the market move up again. And a dollar which is going up, this is generally a very bad sign for markets in general. And that's why I'm also expecting further sell-offs. If you also like to trade with Forex and you want to trade gold, then I would recommend to trade with Vantage. This is also the broker where I'm trading with. Right now, they have a 50% deposit bonus on your first deposit, and the link is down below this video. Also, if you deposit $300 or more into your account, you will also be granted with free access to my premium community. For example, this morning I sent a very nice signal on gold, was a short position, and this position did very well. It hit TP3 in a matter of 15 minutes. So that was nice to see. I made around 70K. And throughout the day, we are scalping on gold, on Bitcoin. After that, I also sent a signal on Bitcoin. It was a long position, and this one did also very good. Sometimes we win, sometimes we lose, but the market is usually in our favor. Now, if we look at the most important asset for us, here we can see gold. And what I'm seeing right now on gold is that we are creating liquidity on the top side, which might be swept away. But generally speaking, I think that this is not very a good low. So I think that we are going lower, and it might be that we're sweeping away the liquidity, maybe some interaction with this point, and then we are going lower. How this is going to look exactly, I don't know, but I expect that the liquidity which is being built up, because this is not a very nice low, that we first need to create a very good low before we're going to see higher prices. But big players have not been able to scale into the positions, and right now I think that on this time frame we are not ready to move higher. How does it look like on the lower time frame? Well, if we look at the 5 minutes, then we can see that the price is already going up, but that you can also see that a lot of liquidity here is being built up on the lower side. And yeah, generally what I was already saying on the higher time frame, it might be something like this, and then I think we're supposed to go to the lower side of the region again, and there we need to see the price again. So yeah, we can see prices going up, but I think this is some fake or manipulative moves, and that we need to build up more liquidity to push in a bigger move on gold. So if you like this type of content again, then make sure to like and subscribe underneath this video, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye. Peace.